Hello everyone, I'm Noelle Blackhall and welcome to Hurst Hockey Insider. Today I'm joined by head coach of the Mercyhurst men's ice hockey team, Rick Gotkin. Coach, thank you so much for joining me today.
It's my pleasure, Noelle. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's jump right into it. You're almost halfway through the season and you have quite a few games under your belt. What have you learned about the team so far in terms of things that have and haven't worked for you?
Yeah, you know what? I think we're just about where we thought we would be. We're 500 right now in our league, 5 wins and 5 losses. We've had an interesting schedule in the sense that we started earlier in the year in October, and then we played a very good Penn State team, and then we had 2 weeks off, and then we played another game, we had another week off, and we just completed 5 games in 9 nights. So the scheduling hasn't been ideal for a college hockey team, but we're keeping our head above water, and we have a lot of good pieces to our team. And I think at the end of the day, when the smoke clears in March, I really think if we can keep getting better, I think we'll be right there.
All right, and so sophomore Derek Barach had a great freshman season last year, and in return he was chosen as one of the team's alternate captains this year. He's continuing to have success this season, and he's leading the team in points with 15. And what do you think the key to his success has been?
You know what, Derek's, the whole thing for him is competitiveness. I mean, he's one of the most competitive players that we have. Every single day in practice he competes. That translates into how he plays in games, and he's a very strong skater, and at the end of the day, his compete level is just so high that he is able to play Division I hockey at a very high level.
Okay, and how important is it to have younger guys like him and Les Lancaster to step up like they do?
Well, we're a young team. We only have 3 seniors, so the rest of our team are 3 or 4 juniors, and then we have that big sophomore class of which Derek and Les Lancaster are a big part of. So if we're going to be anything down the road, much like last year, it's going to have to be with our young players. We have three freshmen, but again, the bulk of our players now are sophomores, and those guys are going to have a big year. Derek Barach, Les Lancaster, Taylor Best. We're just getting him back from injury, and he hasn't played at all this year, so he just got cleared yesterday, and we might see him at Sacred Heart in 2 weeks, so we think he could be a piece of the puzzle. Josh Lamb and Jeremy Wu, I mean, the list goes on. Like I said, there's 12 sophomores that we have. Most of those guys play every night, and we're going to be as good as those guys are this year.
Well, I hope we get to see Best back out on the ice hopefully soon. And with all of that being said, there's still a lot of hockey left to play. And what's the main focus for the second half of the season going to be?
Well, we're looking forward to the next 4 games that we have, all league games. So we play twice at Sacred Heart down in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Then we have a home-and-home series with Robert Morris. So and then we break for Christmas. So those 4 games, we're looking at a bunch of Atlantic Hockey League points sitting right there, 8 points possible. And I think we need a bulk of those points, and I think if we can get those, we'll be in great shape in terms of our league. We can play 6 out-of-conference games. We have played 3 already, and we're 0 for 3. So we lost, as I said, to a very good Penn State team who's number 5 in the country this week, and with 1 loss. And then we lost on the road at Merrimack College and at University of New Hampshire. So we come back from Christmas, and we go to the University of Minnesota for their tournament where we play the host, the Gophers. So we need to find a way to win a game at that tournament. And then we have a chance to play a very good Bowling Green team out of conference coming up in February. So we still have 3 out of conference games. We've played 3. We're 0 for 3. We'd like to see if we can't win a couple of those out of conference games along with some more league games. And I think if we do that, I think it could be a very good year.
Okay, and the team is heading to Sacred Heart next weekend for an Atlantic hockey matchup. And what are you expecting from the other team?
You know what? They're very good. It's the one thing, Noelle, is our league. There's 11 teams in our conference, and really on any given night, anyone could beat anybody. Like I said, we have played 500 hockey in our league. We beat AIC, we lost AIC. We beat Holy Cross, lost to Holy Cross. It's just been splits. And then really the key for our conference, 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and no points for a loss. And, what's going to happen is we're going to be starting these back-to-back games with Sacred Heart where it's going to be 2 league games every weekend, Friday, Saturday. The key is to continue to get points every weekend. Now, obviously, we'd like to get 4 points every weekend. That would be ideal. But if you can't get 4 points, you got to at least get 2. And if you get 3, that's good. But it's very, very hard. It's very hard to win every night in our league, and it's very hard to sweep in our league. So, we just got to keep our nose to the grindstone, go one game at a time. We understand Sacred Heart's going to be a very good opponent, and at the end of the day, if we play our game, we should be in good shape.
All right, Coach. Well, I wish the best of luck to you. And you heard it here first, fans. Thank you for joining me. Your Lakers are back in action on Friday, December 9th, and Saturday, December 10th, when they travel to Fairfield, Connecticut to take on Atlantic hockey opponent Sacred Heart University. Puck drop is set at 7:05 p.m. both nights. For Hurst Insider, I'm Noelle Blackhall. Thank you for watching.